Hey hands, how are we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Hey hens, how are we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up? Because of this hair, I'm feeling like it's very much 2019, which was the last time I had this hair colour. So I'm also feeling very 2019 Plumbella. So I decided to do something that's also very 2019 and redo the build challenge I made called Building a House Using Objects I Hate. One moment. So, here we are, in game. You might be thinking, this is not a house, Jessica. Well, you would be wrong, because I have took it upon myself to share objects that I hate on the gallery. Hasn't been that popular. But you know what? We know that the Sims gallery, she is absolutely fantastic ahead of her time and everything like that. Love her so much. Love what she gives to the game. The pictures on the gallery, though, a bit problematic, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not selling a mountain, but that's what it'd lead you to believe. But I have made a little lot full of objects that I hate, and I thought I'll share them on the gallery because it could be cool to see what you could create with them as well if you wanted to, not that you have to. Let's furnish it. We'll furnish my house and have a little look-see. So this is everything that I've included. I did go through all of the categories, and obviously there's some items that I hate more than this. They're very stylized, and I didn't just want like a stylized house, because obviously all of the things that look like they could belong in like a mad scientist's lair. You know what, I suppose potentially we have got a lot of stuff, but like there's things like this from Batu, a lot of stuff from Batu actually, that is just not my favourite. Also these base game awning, this Get Famous awning, I just think she's a bit off. These two offenders, right? Someone did comment on it saying, what is wrong with the arcade machine? What's right with the babe, honestly? Because she is absolutely ginormous. She doesn't fit in any kind of lot, like she's not usable. And if you downsize her, the screen stays the same size, which is so thoroughly disrespectful. Backyard observatory, she's definitely to be observed. Way too big, and I absolutely fucking hate it. This reminds me of a boiled egg. No further comments, Your Honour. And then the windows and doors and that are pretty self-explanatory. This one, I just don't find that I fuck with that much. Same with this column. This tree, I do use it sometimes. Not the biggest fan of it. We've got some wallpapers as well. This one, because it just looks like a green screen green. It's from Spa Day. This one, it does look like a mad scientist lair, but I did have to include it. This one, no comment. Absolutely no comment. And then we've got the, like, this is quite stylized, so I understand why I don't like it, because it's supposed to be worn, but it just looks like someone's threw up on a carpet repeatedly, which is valid, you know, being there, bestie. We've all had stomach bugs. And then this tile, which I didn't even realise was an opposite colour when you laid it out, so that's fun. This industrial flooring, we've got two of these style, which is very interesting. I don't know why the Sims team are trying to get me down a mine shaft so much. I mean, Thatcher already tried to stop that. This bathtub, because the thing is, a lot of the Get Famous things, I'm like, yeah, you know, that makes sense. If you're going to be rich as fuck, you're going to have a shower made of gold. I'm not going to say that an appropriate term for that, because Kayla already did that on a live stream for me. And then obviously, yeah, a golden shitter, but it kind of looks normal. The swan, I just wouldn't be comfortable in a bath with the swan's face looking at me, you know. And then the arms are a bit, I don't want to feel cuddled by a swan. I don't want anything to do with swans, actually. The Queen owns all the swans in the UK, and it's legal to kill them, but is it illegal to use them in a house that you hate? You know what, it was the Queen's birthday recently. I'll be nice. I'll give you half of a middle finger. There you go. These counters, they did come updated, and they do have lots more colours. I just don't like this variation. I also think that these were really cool, hip, on trend, potentially, when The Sims 4 was released. Not now. This vent, I don't know, she's always looked more like a chef's hat to me. I have no intention of carrying our relationship further. I do use these balloons sometimes, but for the most part, I find them pretty annoying. I don't fuck with animal print, unfortunately. Then these two are quite interesting. I mean, at first glance, there's not much wrong with them. However, I do find them both to be quite top heavy, and I just don't like the overall design. This one just reminds me of, oh, look at that. That's so super speedy fast, isn't it? Wow, you should get to the Olympics, babe. But yeah, this reminds me of Project Olympus. Just very, you know, a bit like a Dorito, just like my dad. This, I don't fuck with. I don't think it looks comfortable. And also, I find that the swatches just also aren't that great. This, what is it? It looks like an anus. And then this bed, I bitched about settees recently, and I also find that I feel the same about this bed. It's just there's so many Tory beds in this game that honestly I struggled to pick one, because like another Tory bed, that one's a vampire one, Gothic, so she's not included. Another Tory bed, you know what I mean? However, I do like the style of beds recently. But yeah, I'm just not fucking with them. So these are all of our objects. I've got to use them all. I can use objects that aren't these objects as well, so I don't have to just be limited to these objects, although that could potentially be fun. I couldn't use just one of those counters. I have to use all of the objects. And I can change swatches, because, you know, I do also not want to have a panic attack during this build. Already had one of those this morning. We are mentally unwell. And let's go. I think obviously the style that I'm going to have with this is a modern build, which is unlucky for me because as much as I, quite consistently build modern builds, fucking hate them. Actually, we already have this column. We already have columns. This is good news for us besties. I don't know what, I might keep that grey. Is this looking like an underground car park? No, why not? It potentially could do, yeah. I'm confident in her. You know what, besties? I think I am already giving up, actually. How the fuck am I supposed to make this look good? Right, these are my windows. Maybe if I just made it smaller. Right, maybe I'm trying to achieve too much here. Just like small, just nice and small. Quaint, you might even say. And do we have an overall theme that all matches each other? I'm thinking black may be the best bet. Black it is. Unless we also have white. God, I fucking hate it. Do you know what? I can use things other than just these windows, right? I'm going to get creative with it. It's not all lost, bestie. It's just broke. She's on the mend. Right, let me just find a window that we could merge. That might not be the one. But you know what? I'm still willing to give it a shot. Just want to find a window that's at a similar kind of height. Okay, so this particular window could be our saving grace. This could be what we mesh those with. Right, with those little bits underneath. Yep, they're kind of show through, but I am turning a blind eye. I suddenly can't see. What does that look like from the inside? Like a fucking jail, right? Never mind. Keep on keeping on. I mean, to be fair, that's not much of an improvement, is it? Holding on hope, right? I'm staying strong. I'm so strong. I'm so strong and committed to this theme. Listen, I said I was going to build a house out of objects that I hate. Didn't say it'd be a good house, but I at least thought it would be bearable. I'm not going to lie you on it. I also feel like having it all black is not only cheating, but also makes it look a bit shit. Trying to stay strong. Need a breather, right? I don't mind that. I do actually really despise this. Nobody is shocked, right? If everything else is like this colour instead of the black, right? I think we're actually getting somewhere. I don't know if we're getting to a good place, but we're getting somewhere, which is all that we can ask for, innit? Just thinking if I put something grand here, it might distract from that, hopefully. This is the exact same issue I had before because I used the exact same thing in the last build as well. And do you know what? 3 years later, I still fucking hate it. I can't get past it. It just looks like I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a mouth. And I'm not, you know what? I'm not open for business in the mouth department at the minute. I don't even know what that means or if that even makes any sense, but I'm going with it, besties. God, this is awful. Maybe if I shot a couple of trees in as a distraction. It just keeps getting worse. Right, I've got both trees in there. See, you know when like you've got a spot, right? And when you've got a spot, you put concealer on it to like not attract attention to it and stuff like that. I feel like I'm doing the opposite of that right now. Like I feel like what I'm doing is kind of getting a big sign saying look here, and this is the result. I was thinking if we do something like that, I actually quite like that. I don't like it, but I'm willing to put up with it, do you know what I mean? But it kind of looks like it's blocking out the view. What would happen if we done that but backwards? Absolutely not. Right, and I've shot those little windows in there. I actually, you know what? I actually really quite like those windows right there. I mean, yeah, it does kind of look like a jail cell. I also think it adds quite a nice touch. Oh, I am fond of that. I am fond. She's a bit long. Fuck it. Right, now for the inside plan, because I think the outside, oh god, no, that's actually quite bad, isn't it? I need to do some work out here. Fuck. Right, I'm just gonna do kind of match with this. Some trims there. That'll do. And then I'm just gonna carry those windows down there. Right, that will also do. Gonna be somebody's bedroom door. Or maybe I could just do a nice little door to the outside, maybe even like a little, oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Fuck it. It looks all right. Doesn't look great, but it looks all right. All right, that looks a bit better. I do think I've done too much at the front with this thing. I'm not perceiving, actually. Once I've done this, we're not going to look at that front bit anymore. She's not part of the equation, and she shouldn't be. Back onto the house. The side bit is also done. Oh, that could be a cute little... No, it could not be a cute little front if you've seen the state of it. I'm really just trying to hide all my problems with grass. Is that what stoners do? Right, the inside. I'm frightened of it, actually. How the fuck am I going to try and make that fit? I might try and utilise space by using a ladder. I'm going to have this bit as a little gaming station so I can also utilise that green. I am allowed to change swatches, by the way. I made the rules, therefore I can say that I can change swatches. And then this can be a little gaming room station so all the fucking wacky objects can go in here. Look, that even matches with that. You know what doesn't match with that though? That orange swatch. We'll go for blue. Let's shut that egg in there. Oh, the reason I didn't like this as well is because in Animal Crossing, when you're thingying a tree sometimes, a little animal comes down, it's a bagworm, and that reminds me of a bagworm, and I don't really like them. Sorry. I also think I'm going to take up some of this space and have it as a bathroom, just so I can just shut this bath in and get her over and done with. Might even try and use the metal enclosure on that one. Just get it boop out of my hands. And that flooring, that actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks awful, but, not as bad as I anticipated. Bathroom. done. Gaming room, not done. I am once again finding myself wanting to lean into the ridiculous, but then I know exactly that what'll happen. I'll lean into the ridiculous, then I'll be like, it looks a bit ridiculous. Right, I've used that one, I've used that one, and I've used those. Fuck it, it can go there. No, it can't. It can go there. No, it can't. It can go out here. It goes through the roof slightly, but nobody can see. So I'm not going to perceive. All right, these fucking kitchen counters, let's go. Made new rule up. I'm only allowed to change the swatch if I hate all of the swatches. That's the only time I'm allowed to change the swatch. But if I don't mind some swatches of it, like I couldn't just change that to a swatch that I liked, you know what I mean? Because that would be cheating. Also, I do feel like this house could very much fit into Zillow Gone Wild. It's given very Zillow Gone Wild energy. Kitchen bish bash boshed off. This is the bedroom wall colour. And it's kind of believable because I don't think anybody who lives here, you know, keeps their eyes on current trends or anything like that, do you know what I mean? So I really don't think they'd be bothered. But I think they'd think that this room and the vibe of this room was a hoot. You know what? I actually do a little bit. Clearly, there's something resonating with me in this room. Well, it was till that fucking bed came in. Bed just doesn't want to load with those swatches. Don't crash, bitch, please. I've put too much work into this to give up now. And if you're wondering what's on the wall, it is just the pages and pages and pages of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, as it should be. It's mad how much I've surprised myself by not necessarily liking this room, but I found a bit of camaraderie with this room. Never know how to pronounce that. I can't pronounce many things in my accent anyway, but that word really throws me for a loop every single time. But yeah, I feel quite nice in this room. If I was to stay in this room overnight, I wouldn't feel like unhinged in the morning any more so than I actually already am. Yeah, I could sleep in this room. Like there's certain places I couldn't sleep, for example, in an abandoned school overnight. There's one thing I don't fuck with. It's little girl ghosts, right? You know what, an old man, I'm not going to say you can haunt me. I reject if any spirits are actually listening to this right now. Archangel Michael be around me. But yeah, little girl ghosts couldn't do it. There's no however to that one. That's just my final statement. Don't fuck with little girl ghosts. If any little girl ghost ever comes to me asking me to relay a message, I'm sorry, bestie. That message is dying with me. Right, well, you know what? After talking some shit, the upstairs is done, and I do not mind it. Do not mind it. I do mind being haunted by little girl ghosts, though, and I have freaked myself out a little bit. Downstairs, I'm just going to go for a sleaze pad. We've also got a bookcase here. I might shut that in upstairs because, like, books, aha, you know, where can I put you? You know what? They might like to read outside. Not like anyone's going to nick that bookcase anyway, is it? And that's our living room settee and chairs. I can change the swatches of these because I don't like any swatch of them. It would have been too easy if they both had a purple swatch. Too easy. I think I'm just going to lean into it. I probably shouldn't be sacrificing that much amount of our space for a huge dining table, but I am absolutely going to. I am heavily leaning into the vibe, and I have found that I'm actually enjoying it now. Or at least I would be if I didn't have to go to these great lengths just to get this fucking curtain to sit there. Either way, it's bish bash boshed. Do I have anything left? Right, it's just the downstairs flooring and wallpaper now, and I think, fuck it, I'll go full purple. Purple everywhere, and not a drop to drink. What's that off? Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Declan put this little thing in, and I actually think that I'm going to respectfully disagree. It just doesn't feel right. I'm not calling you a liar, Declan, not calling you a truther either, though. Do you know what I love about it? It's actually hurt my eyes a little bit, and I think that is beautiful. You know, in the end, she kind of came together. Is she beautiful? I wouldn't say so, but is she unique? Certainly. Is she innovative? Certainly. And you might not find another house like her. So the full tour, which I can't really operate actually because I'm not in first person camera mode. We've got the outside little nook area, perfect for nothing apart from reading and looking at bagworms. And then downstairs we have the dining area, which is, this would turn my stomach actually. This is the type of room that I couldn't spend a full night in. I quite like muted tones actually. Do I? Is that a lie? I don't know. But you know what? Whatever I like, it's not this. I fuck with it. I respect it. Don't like it though, but I do like how it all came together in the end. I think it was a fucking hoot. I kind of love it. Don Lothario vibes. That's all I've got to say on that matter. And then upstairs we have what seems to be a murderer's room. Cool. Apart from this side's fun. This side, slightly unhinged, but aren't we all slightly unhinged? And then the bathroom is, she's something. And then finally, the gaming room, when we're just going to ignore those curtains popping up the top there. Just ignore that. Close your eyes. Do not perceive. So all in all, it went about as badly as I expected it to. Yeah, it was absolutely awful, and I don't encourage you to do the same kind of thing because I haven't found any new use for objects that I hated. Hasn't really benefited me in any way. Was a struggle, but I did enjoy the struggle. You know, you win some, you lose some. I had a great time. I'll put it on the gallery, objects I hate. So yeah, that is everything that I have for you today. I love you all so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bitch.